From an extreme hailstorm destroying a man's car and a terrifying flash flood washing away vehicles, to the unbelievable moment 3 friends are caught in a violent tornado and a freak windstorm leaves 2 workers hanging on for dear life. Here are some of the most extreme storm moments caught on camera. The region of Murcia sits in southeastern Spain, on the banks of the Albarán Sea. Within Murcia is a town called Jumilla, known for its vineyards, olive trees, and fine wines. On June 22nd of 2015, the skies above Jumilla opened up, dropping massive hailstones onto a car below. According to the Daily Mail, a man was minding his own business as he drove on an open road about 2 miles outside of town. The driver was forced to stop when the hail began raining down, cracking the windshield and making it impossible to keep going. They kept the camera rolling as they climbed in the back and recorded the hail pelting their car. The hail hits with such force that it cracks the windshield, causing it to spiderweb. Meanwhile, the sound of giant ice balls bouncing off the roof is pretty terrifying. Our cameraman looks out the side window and gets a glimpse of the hail on the ground. From the looks of it, they're at least the size of golf balls. The current record for largest hailstone is an 8-inch, 2-pound stone found in South Dakota. Imagine if something that big hit your car. While this man's car surely was totaled, everyone made it out just fine. Hawkesbury is a small city in Ontario, Canada, and home to just over 10,000 people. On May 21st of 2022, a powerful derecho swept across southern Ontario and Quebec, knocking out power and toppling trees wherever it went. Before the storm hit, an avid outdoorsman and content creator named Tyson Pierce hiked out into the woods with his younger brother and his brother's friend to build what they called a Viking house. As they gathered rocks to build a chimney, Tyson received a severe storm alert on his phone. Without enough time to run home, the boys took shelter in their makeshift Viking hut.
Elle s'en vient, reste en dedans.
Non.
En dedans. Non, on peut pas, il est trop tard. Reste en dessous! Tornado! Stay low! Stay low! Stay low! Stay low! Stay! Stay! Stay low! Laissez-moi pas! Stay low! Stay! Oh! C'est good, on est good! Non! On reste ici! On est safe avec l'arbre! L'arbre nous a tombé dessus ici! We're good!
It's stopping.
Non!
No, it's not.
Ça va passer, ça peut pas être une autre fois!
No, oui, ça peut.
Oh, mom's gonna
What do we do?
En plus,
Yo.
il faisait soleil.
Il faisait beau soleil! Ça hit out of nowhere! I don't get it! Let me go. Stay right here. Holy! Oh my God!
Can we run?
Holy! What?
You can hear the worry in Tyson's voice when the alert comes through on his phone. They can see the storm approaching through the trees, and Tyson yells, "Tornado!" They'll never outrun the storm, so all 3 take cover in their hut. Trees begin falling all around them as they pray in a mix of English and French. After a few harrowing minutes, the storm moves on, and the trio emerges to inspect the damage. The boys left their bikes behind and spent the next 45 minutes climbing over fallen trees and other debris as they made their way home. They found their mom waiting in the driveway, worried sick because she couldn't reach her children after the cell tower went down. But their mom knew her eldest son would keep the team safe. She told reporters she was 200% confident that Tyson would make the right decisions. He was highly experienced in the woods and could hold his own in any situation. Lanzhou is the largest city in Gansu province in northwestern China. Its location on the Yellow River makes it a key transportation hub, and historically, Lanzhou has always been a major link on the Northern Silk Road. However, their position on the Yellow River also leaves them vulnerable to flash floods during the rainy season. Rainfall battered northern China in July of 2018 and eventually overwhelmed the Yellow River. Residents in Lanzhou could only watch helplessly as the floods carried their cars away. Multiple angles from several people show how powerful a Yellow River surge can be. No cars are safe on the streets of Lanzhou as muddy water tears through with tremendous force. People record from second-story balconies and staircases as they watch dozens of cars flow down what used to be the main road. It eventually becomes a spectacle as a crowd gathers with umbrellas to watch the chaos. According to Chinese media, a hydraulic station in Lanzhou recorded water flow at 2,700 cubic meters per second at 5 a.m. By 8 a.m., it had risen to 3,600 cubic meters per second. But China isn't the only place where the streets can suddenly turn into raging rapids. Back in July of 2021, Flagstaff, Arizona suffered a similar fate to Lanzhou, and one woman caught the whole thing on camera.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Please come inside!
The poor Prius is no match for the water as it floats down the street and crashes into a parked truck. The truck starts sliding, but it looks like it might be heavy enough to withstand the current. The city declared a state of emergency when flash flooding inundated the streets with murky water, turning them into violent torrents. According to The Guardian, monsoon-like rains caused the Colorado River to overflow, which claimed the life of a person rafting in the Grand Canyon. Even though the area is mostly desert, they can still experience quick bursts of heavy rainfall. Baoding is a prefecture-level city in northern China, about 93 miles southwest of Beijing. Over 11 million people call the city home, which would be like combining New York and Chicago. On June 23rd of 2022, all 11 million experienced a powerful windstorm that ripped up rooftops and sent debris flying across the city.
看看姐。
赶紧回来吧，咱们这宿舍都塌了啊，都他妈快倒平了。
赶紧让他看见那个当大火去啊！赶紧。
Several different shots capture the whipping winds. We begin with debris flying across a busy intersection before the wind rips off bits of an apartment building roof. Then another man watches a roof fly across the street, almost floating like paper against the wind. Things take a frightening turn when two window cleaners, we think, get stuck on a suspended platform, whipping them around like an out-of-control amusement park ride. Updates and news about the event haven't been easy to come by, but we can assume the storm damaged several buildings within the city. While the total economic cost is unknown, we do know that there were thankfully no injuries reported. Harbin is the provincial capital of Heilongjiang, China. It's a heavily populated city in the northeast and known for its nutrient-rich soil called Black Earth. As such, they play a significant role in the Chinese production of grain and other agricultural products. Usually, they only have to worry about monsoons, landslides, and earthquakes, but on June 1st of 2021, they had to worry about a new natural disaster. According to Chinese state media, a powerful tornado ripped across Shangji, a county-level city under Harbin jurisdiction, for 30 harrowing minutes. Over 240 people were forced to leave their homes as the tornado approached, bringing a violent hailstorm along with it. Footage from a few angles captures the storm as it moves across the Shangji countryside.
哎呀，好起来了！
妈，太吓人了！我头一回看见。
就是不是干这个呢？
这卷啥了吗？你别卷着谁家房子。
奔那么哪过来的？
哎呦我天哪！
什么在天上飞呢？
照了吗？该照。你那手机能不能照？你看看。
我没带。
那不会巧，还得兜里。
这在谁家那卷呢？
拍了咱
等会儿回家往后。
妈呀，这不是搁这儿。
没事没事。
We begin in those nutrient-rich black earth fields, which explains the tornado's dark coloration. But these farmers are far enough away to marvel at the sight without worrying too much. The same can't be said as we move to a family in the storm's path. You can see how fast it's moving as we get up close. In the end, we see the violent path of devastation this tornado left in its wake. According to reports, the tornado caused 5.12 million yuan or $800,000 worth of destruction. Sadly, 168 homes suffered various degrees of damage, 16 people were injured, and 1 lost their life. The spring of 2021 was a busy time for tornadoes in China. According to the watchers, 2 deadly storms touched down on May 14th, one in Jiangsu province and the other in Wuhan. On Wednesday, September 28th of 2022, Hurricane Ian landed in Lee County, Florida, causing widespread destruction in Fort Myers and Cape Coral. According to AccuWeather, Ian was the deadliest hurricane to hit Florida since 1935. It bashed into the southwestern coast as a Category 4 storm with winds whipping at 150 miles per hour, the 5th strongest hurricane to make landfall in U.S. history. Intense footage from Fort Myers Beach shows how bad the flooding was when Ian made landfall. We see the floodwaters reaching halfway up some two-story buildings. Cars are completely submerged, and trees bend violently as the wind whips past. Eventually, we see patches of debris floating in the streets, and it looks like one house is hanging on by a thread. According to the Weather Channel, Ian caused an estimated $67 billion in damage across southwestern Florida. Over 600,000 homes and businesses in Florida were still without power come Monday morning. But Ian kept moving after hitting Lee County, knocking out power for 1.1 million people between North and South Carolina. As of mid-October of 2022, the recovery effort is still underway. To see another video of ours just like this one, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.